Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us. This is the series called You've Asked For It. This is where we've opened up the floor for you to submit questions that you've had from the Bible to Pastor Jim for him to answer. So, we're going to get into some questions and we're going to give you a real biblically balanced look at what the Bible has to say about some of the things that you've asked for. So, here we go.
Question: why do some translations leave out Matthew 17:21? And if it's not supposed to be there, does that mean that there aren't some that can only be cast out with prayer and fasting?
Mm. Matthew 17:21 says this kind comes out only by prayer and fasting. Now, that is included in the King James, the New King James Version. What happens with Bible translations is they take their text from various Greek manuscripts. This particular Greek manuscript is called the Textus Receptus. And I know that sounds like something from Jurassic Park, uh, but that's what it's from. And so in that Greek manuscript that was from about the 1500s, that verse is included in there. Now, if
Mm.
you look at some of the newer translations like the ESV or the NIV or even the later NASBs, that verse is not there. So, okay, how do we remedy that? Because
Mm.
that those other translations come from the Vaticanus translation, and so it's a different Greek manuscript. And so, how do we reconcile? Well, here's how you do it. In Mark's account of it, in Mark chapter 9 and
Mm.
verse 29, the Bible includes those verses that this kind comes out by prayer and fasting. So it's there in Mark's account of it. So in the Matthew's, in the King James Version, Matthew's account of it, they added that there because they were really looking at what Mark had to say about it. But I think the main principle that we need to get is they ask a question, okay, how could we not cast this demon out? And Jesus answered it in Matthew 17 and 20. He said, this kind comes out by prayer and fasting, but he's talking about not a demon, but this kind of unbelief.
Oh,
Because the
okay.
answer to their question was, it didn't come out because of your unbelief. And if you had faith as a grain of mustard seed, if you had faith just like a small little tiny thing, you could say to this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it will obey you. So Jesus' main principle was not that the demon comes out by prayer and fasting, but the unbelief
Mm.
comes out
That's good.
by prayer and fasting. Because when you have authority in Jesus' name, you can cast any devil out.